Hello everyone, the lighting collector here. Welcome back to another fluorescent strip light review, or fluorescent fixture review rather. What you're looking at here is a late 40s, early 50s American lighting supply company out of Detroit, Michigan. 2-lamp industrial shop light, which can also be a 3-lamper, as you can see. So, I got this off the marketplace for about 10 bucks, about maybe a year ago, I want to say, somewhere around there. You don't really find stuff like this for sale very often. As I mentioned in the Westinghouse video, these are generally either still in use or they end up getting trashed somehow. It's very rare people choose to sell these. They seem to only sell the cheaper stuff that's newer for some reason. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, I gotta get it. Of course, because why wouldn't you, right? It has a big old GE brick ballast in there, as you can see. It doesn't say 2-lamp, but that's pretty much what it is. So it's nice and good shape. Everything is really clean on this fixture. It was used in a garage, but the only way you can tell is just the reflector's kind of dirty. I'm going to probably resurface this at some point, I think, make it look nice. But as you can see, it's pretty wide since it is made to be 3 or 2-lamp, but they obviously ordered this with the 2. And I assume that it would have a 3-lamp ballast if it were a 3-lamp, as that was a common thing back then. What is interesting is, despite it being able to be 3 lamps there is not a knockout of any sort for the starters. I'm not sure where that would have gone. I guess they just machined it there as ordered, but it does have that, which is clearly for a 3rd socket, and it's very well maintained, it's in good shape, I should say. I do need to tighten that socket up a little bit. I didn't realize that, but wires are nice and neat for the most part. I have not done anything to this except for change the starters, because I like these Leviton Cop 40 type starters, or Watchdog type, because they're real entertaining. These are very blinky. So wiring is in amazing shape, and the ballast is in okay health. It definitely has a slipping capacitor, but it might improve the more I use it. I don't know, sometimes they're like that. It has a power factor of like 87, which is okay, but eventually I'll probably need to put a different ballast in here, which is not a problem. I have a couple spares. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this so that I can put it back together and get lamps installed, and then we'll go ahead and do some good old blinky action here. As you can see, it is now assembled. So here goes nothing. So for some reason it kind of almost instant starts the lead side. I think it's because of the bad capacitor. But it's more interesting when you turn it off and turn it back on again. After being cold though, it typically does that. I used some Westinghouse black enders, probably from the 70s, it looks like. And we'll go ahead and check out the power factor. Unfortunately, the kilowatts never have good, they don't have backlighting, but it's 0.89, so a little better than it used to be. 0.91 amps at 100 watt, which is not bad. I mean, I think if I use this more, it will be in better health, I feel like. 121 volts here. This house for some reason always has a little bit higher voltage than other places I've lived in. But I definitely am going to hang this up at the next place. I I'd love to have a workbench, but I may not ever get that unless the house already has it. We'll see. However, at the very least, I want to use this in the garage over something, along with the 4 lampers and my other F40 preheat stuff I've created myself. So it's a really well made overall, considering the time period it was made in. Or probably, it's that weird period where they were still ramping up production, trying to get things going again to the same standards of before, after the war, of course. So it's not incredible tank construction, but it's also a lot better than what we have for strip lights today. It's not very easy to bend the reflector and actually make it stay in that spot, which is nice. And then the housing itself is well done, so I'd say this is a really well made fixture overall. Cool that it was optioned to, or it could also be a 3 lamp, which makes sense given how wide everything is. That was a common thing back in this era. A lot of fixtures were made to suit either one, even sometimes from 2 to 4 lamps. So everything had a wider footprint in this time period than what they do now. Seems every year we just shrink that footprint. There was T8 twin lamp fixtures that came out that were basically the same footprint as a single lamp T12, for example, and then with LEDs it's even smaller, and then T5s. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. It comes with chains already, which is nice, so I will probably hang this up. I can't imagine why I wouldn't. In this house it wouldn't have made sense, but I'm looking at much older homes now for the next place, and they all have lower ceilings in the garage, and it just feels right to have something like this in there, I think. So we will see, but that's really all I have to say about this beautiful 40s, early 50s shop. I can't remember if the ballast had a date on it. If it did, it was 1948, but I could be mistaking that with my Sylvania Silverliner fixture, not to be confused with the OV25s and all that stuff. Though that F20 fixture I have, which I still need to make a video of, it does have a ballast dated 1948 on it. But this one may also be from that time, or it could be from the mid-50s. It's definitely early to mid-50s or late 40s. Probably not late 50s, but could be. You never know. Or, I don't know, I should say. So that's really all I have to say about it. I just wanted to get this video out because I recorded a different video of this and I didn't like the way it came out, so I made a new one. And yeah, trying to get more of this stuff filmed. I'll be more active once I move and settle into the new place, but until then I'll try to do stuff as I'm moving things around, packing and so on. But you know, it's better than the uploading consistency I've had in the last 5 or 10 years, however long I've had this channel. I can't even remember. So with that said, I hope y'all enjoyed, and thanks again for watching this fluorescent lighting demonstration video. Hope to see y'all again some other time. Thanks again. Bye.